Good afternoon. I went to see my doctor today because of this strain that I have. No, I went to see the doctor because of this mole that I have. And we discussed that, and we're mystified why I got sent to him for that. Just it's my doctor in Brantford who saw it last year said this was a nothing to be concerned about, and he dealt with my cancerous thing here. So the doctor says it's fine, it's not cancerous. I said, I know, the doctor saw it and said it wasn't cancerous. I just want it removed. Yeah. So they just send me running around the country for no good reason. I already knew that it was not cancerous. My doctor isn't going to make it. He says it's all right. I will refer you to him anyway, and we'll see what happens. I said, yeah, whatever. I'll pay for it. Goodness, that makes me angry. It makes me angry. Glad he said that. Glad dealt with him. He also checked this out and moved my legs around and stuff. He seems to think it may be my hip. It doesn't feel like my hip. It feels like a tendon that's constantly being, because of my bending over, being, whatever. So he's sending me for x-ray for that. So I will arrange to do that. People don't listen when you talk. I should be more forceful. No, the doctor already told me there's nothing cancerous about it. It is going to be... What's the point of him seeing me when they're just going to send me back to this guy? Annoyed. The other day I thought about a woman, a family that I knew many years ago when we lived in Montreal. And they lived there for a little while, and then they flew off to California and lived in California for the rest of their lives. And because of all the stuff going on with the World Cup and various events happening in the States, I thought about her, and I had gotten in touch with her a few years ago, but not with her, but with her husband, because she I don't know, she seemed to be taking the death of her father very badly, and I guess he had died recently at that point. Not sure anymore about the dates, but so I spoke with her husband. I emailed back and forth with her husband. Did I speak with her husband? I emailed, and so the thing is, I didn't really find out much about her and her life there. But I did find out, because I am, one of those people. I looked her up, and I found out lots about her, because, there's lots about everyone online. And I'm one of those creeps. Now, I just found a little bit. What kind of job she has, and community involvement. Anyway, the I idly decided to look her up to see what was happening with her these days. Found out that she died 21, a few years ago. So that was not, well, what can you do? So I looked up some stuff today and found her father's obituary and read through that. And I will mention what I found to my sister and my cousins. I don't know how much Christina has in terms of interest, but Regina, anyway. Yeah, see if they're at all, interested in the information. I'm sure they don't know it themselves, so I will let them know. No need to get upset at anyone. You got upset at poor Murphy. Poor Murphy, who didn't ever say a word to you in the past or the present. Yeah, so Leavenworth, that's where they lived. They ended up living in Leavenworth. When we visited them, they were down in California. They were Riverside? Not sure. I think so. I remember visiting them. There's a group of women with babies and strollers, and there's going to be noise. Yeah, so she visited us here, not here, in Montreal. No, in Cambridge. Once at an Oktoberfest. This is while everyone was still alive. Lost touch. I hadn't seen or heard about her brother in decades. He's in the paper, in the obituary. Not in hers, but in her father's. So that's separated in time. Here they come. Okay. But it was really nice. A nice driver, and a different driver again. And here we go.